I'm Bryan Campos, store manager at goHUNT.com, and today I'm going to go over all the gear that I'm taking on my Arizona deer hunt. Leaving tonight, my dad and I are going to go down, spend about 6 days. It's going to be kind of a unique hunt because we are going to basically be truck camping with the potential to backpack in. So I have gear for backpacking, and I kind of got a little extra gear for comfort and just kind of staying at the truck for base camp. All right, starting with pack clothes. So clothes that I'm going to have in the pack is going to be a really simple base layer. This is the Fuse base layer, top and bottom. It's Aero wool, breathes, wicks moisture really well. Lightweight. I've had good luck with this season this year. Have a neck gaiter. I always keep in kind of the top of my Metcalf lid, just right at the top of the lid, so I can get it anytime I need to. For clothes worn, I'm gonna probably over the base layer. I'm gonna have Aero wool, just regular shirt, breathes really well. Good camel pattern too. I like it. For vest, I got the sawtooth vest. This is, when I put this on the first time, I was kind of shocked how warm it really was. There's a lot of insulation in this front area. The other cool thing about this First Light gear is that you can have your pack, like your belt clamped, and you can still get into your pockets because they're higher. So it's a good feature on all these pieces that I have here. Another layer that I'll wear, depending on how cold it is the Kiln by First Light. Really nice setup. Has a little pocket. I don't really use the pocket, but I don't really use the hood. Like if it's cold and windy, like this will just be enough to keep that cool off. And I like that it zips up high so you can cover up your chin a little bit, keep your neck warm. It doesn't feel like much, but it really does offer a lot of warmth. For outer layers, we have the Catalyst setup for pants and jacket. These are really good pants, really rugged, durable. I've glassed a ton. There's no wear marks on the backside. It has a lot of good pockets, zip up pockets, and each of the cargo pockets on the two sides of the pants are double. So you got one in the front and then you have one in the back. So if you want to organize whatever you have in your pockets, works really well for that. Really pleased with the Catalyst. The cool thing about Catalyst is that it's fleece lined, so it's going to be warmer, and really, to me, it's like a good wind stopper. And so this is the Catalyst top. Again, I'm always zipping that thing up, keeping my chin warm, neck warm, and I can just zip it down when I need to cool off. It has a lot of different pockets. Again, the heightened pocket on the side, so if your belt buckle is clamped on your pack, you can still get to your pockets. Very good piece there. Got a puffy. It's the Uncompadre jacket from First Light. Really like this jacket. It does fit into its pocket, so you can throw that in the bag, bottom of your bag. You can use it as a pillow. You can use for extra support when you're sitting and glassing. I really like it. Another option I use for warmth, another puffy, and I don't always carry both of them, but I'll have this on the hunt, is just a regular down jacket. Super lightweight. We got it from Costco a number of years ago. It's like 90% Hungarian goose down fill. And I always wear something like this and then a soft shell like the Catalyst on the top. So you're warm and you got that wind stopper to keep that wind from coming through. Since it is Arizona and the area we're going into has a lot of thorns, I am going to run brush pants unless I'm in like the burn area where it's not so thick, and I'll be running the Catalyst if I'm in that. Most of the stuff is thorny, so I'm going to be wearing some brush pants. Should help protect us a little bit. On that front of protection for legs, we're going to run 2 sets of gaiters. My dad will run one and I will run one. We have the Bramble First Light gaiter. These feel like they're going to be really durable, good material, and help protect, keep the thorns and any kind of garbage out of your socks. And then this set is a true snake gaiter, so protect you from a snake bite, and it's just going to plow through all that garbage, all the thorns and stuff. Been running these for years, and every time I don't wear them, I run into a rattlesnake, so I try to wear them as much as I can. For socks, I'm going to run some Darn Tough 2012 socks. This year we've had a lot of good feedback from staff using them, and just a lot of good feedback. Good socks, I'm gonna run them. And I also have some other wool socks from Cabela's, Cool Max and the Instinct sock. For rain gear, just a kind of generic brand. Just rain gear, Gore-Tex though. It's waterproof. It's a little bit heavier than most, but again, we're probably not going to be backpacking in. But I'll typically keep all of like my puffy, like the black puffy rain gear inside one stuff sack, and then the rest of the pack clothes inside of like a bigger one. And this is where I can throw a lot of extra stuff beyond just clothes. It's kind of a big. This is it's actually a 15 liter, I believe, OR Outdoor Research stuff sack. Really like the stuff sacks from OR. They clip super clean, just good quality bag. I'm gonna carry some gloves so I can push through any kind of thorns I need to get through, thorn bushes, and be protected. I'm gonna have my goHUNT orange beanie and some half finger First Light wool gloves. I love these. These just keep your hands warm and protect you when you're trying to get up and down from glassing on the dirt and rocks. Great ad. For boots, I'm going to be running some Vasks, Vibram sole, leather, waterproof, uninsulated. It's October, end of October, but it's Arizona, so it's really not going to be that cold. So I should be just fine in those. For trekking poles, I didn't really run trekking poles until this year, and I'm really glad that I got into them. This is the LEKI Corklite model. It has some anti-shock on the front. They're aluminum. I do have the rubber tips. I'm on the fence if I like the carbide, just the regular tip versus the rubber. I just really like how carbide really grips onto rocks and anything you're going through. But I'm still giving the rubber tips a try. For grips, the reason why I really like LEKI is this huge top. So if I'm coming down a hill, I can just kind of palm it, they say, and just go down. For grip, I mean, I can have 2 fingers on top, 1 finger on top. Like, there's just so many options, and it's comfortable. This is a cork blend. It's not super soft, doesn't feel a lot like cork, but it feels better to me than like a rubber grip. I've had really good luck with these so far. I really like them. Moving to kind of the safety portion of my gear. This is like my kill kit plus a ton of other things. For game bags, I'm running Caribou game bags, the Muley bags. Excited to use those. Before I get into the kill kit, we got the Black Diamond Storm headlamp. I've used this for I think 2.5 years. I've only had to change the batteries once. The batteries lasted at least for 2 years before they started getting dim, and I used it on over 20 hunts easy. So I really like this headlamp. Has a lot of options, and I would definitely recommend it. Be using my brother's Garmin InReach Explorer Plus this year. Or we're just going to use it for the hunt. This will save, I think, on battery and data, because last time we went and scouted using my phone, used up a lot of data. So I'm pumped to try this out and see how it works for us. All right, so in my kill kit, safety kit, I do have electrical tape. This is just a washcloth I'll use for cleaning up after, I get back to camp or whatever. If I need to wash my face, it's always good to have something just nice and clean you can wash up with. I have Grind Boss wipes. They're just kind of more of a rugged, like a baby wipe, but just with more grit to it. So if you have blood and a lot of dirt and junk on your hands, it'll help scrape it off. So these are really good to have. I do carry a trauma kit. Has a number of band-aids in there, and I think the most important thing that I have in there is a quick cloth. These are super handy if you get cut really bad, you got to stop the bleeding. I've had to use one of these twice, not on myself but somebody else, and they work. So I definitely recommend having a quick clot in case you ever get really bad bleeder. Side. I do carry a bite and sting kit, so if I do get bit by a snake or bit by something, I can extract some of the bad stuff out. Again, I'm not super paranoid of snakes. I just have it in case it happens. I do have an emergency blanket. I've had one in my pack for years and years, and I finally used it this summer on an elk hunt where I was just waiting for my team, Scott and his brother, to come back from their side of the hunt. and I didn't want to go back to camp, and I was warm enough, but it was cold, and I just pulled it out and wrapped it around me and laid down because I was tired from the day of hunting, and it kept me warm. Like instantly reflected heat, and I was really impressed because I was like, this is kind of gimmicky, but I definitely will always carry one of these in the pack now. I just got a bone saw, super handy for if you gotta cut anything off the animal. It's been pretty useful for me. I'm running the Havalon bolt knife. I got extra blades in here, and then I have just a regular Bucklight knife. Used it on my first deer back when I was 14 that I got with a gun, so hopefully I get to use it on my first deer in Arizona. Always carry an extra pair of glasses. I'm very blind without my glasses, so if something happens, I fall over or I step on these or whatever, I have a backup. Always want to have that, and I do have a little screwdriver kit in case I gotta tighten any screws as well. Just carry a simple, basic set of latex gloves. Always carry a trash bag for any kind of excess wrappers from food. That stuff adds up. Instead of just throwing it in the pack, I always try to have a bag with me. I do have a blade remover for the Havalon, and I have some paracord. So we got to hang up the meat, and I got some sunscreen. Last thing in here is Flip 20 from goZero. I started running this year. It'll charge your phone up to 2 cycles, full cycles, and I've had 0 issues with it. So I definitely recommend a 20. It does really good for me. Stuff to the side. Moving over to last part here. Just a couple other options that I throw in the top of my pack is just toilet paper and just extra Kleenex. Allergies, you want to have something to blow your nose with. This is the Crush Light from goZero. It is super awesome, lightweight, and you can hang it from whatever. You can put it upside down. Easy turn on, has a couple different settings. My kids love it, they play with it, they like it on camping trips. I've used it on the 2 backcountry hunts I did this year, and great addition. Price point is not bad at all. I definitely recommend one of these. It'll be a good stocking stuffer for your family. So moving to kind of the cooking section, I run a Jetboil Flash. It has everything inside as far as the stove, and I do have the fuel in a little holster, or I guess a stabilizing stand for it. This self-ignites with a clicker, so I don't have to use a lighter or anything. The other cool thing is I have this cup that I can measure the water and put in there. So super handy. I don't have to have another cup that's separate. This is just right there, and I can use it to drink out of it if I wanted to. Have had really good luck with that. I always try to have, like for my food bag, I'll have like a see-through bag, just a dry sack. I won't go through all the stuff that's in here, just some of the stuff. So, I mean, we do have the potential to backpack in. If we do, then this will be perfect. I have tortillas, 3 packs of oatmeal. It's the essentials. A couple paydays. Some fruit snacks. Some granola bars. And I got some Celebration Snickers in case we're successful. I carry this little setup where basically 2 bowls. If I want to cook food for myself, a lot of times if I'm truly doing a backcountry hunt, I will take the food out, take the amount out for the 1 serving, and just write on the Ziploc, like put it on the Ziploc and just write down how much water and how much time. I'll throw it in this thing and cook it, and then I just eat it out of this. So I don't have any excess waste, extra weight, whatever. So that works pretty well for me. And I have some Wilderness Wash, just a biodegradable wash you can use for cleaning your dishes. You can use for shampoo, body wash. It's used for your hands. Very good feature. A little extra weight, but you know, it's not bad. I'm gonna run the Sea to Summit Alpha Long Spork. Seems very strong. Be really good for getting into Mountain House and stirring it around and pulling it out as well. Something else I have adopted this year is doing a soft bottle. This is a Platypus soft bottle, 1 liter. I'll do this just so I kind of have my water separated out for cooking. So I don't have to try to get the water out of my bladder and my pack. I can just pour out what I need and just designate this for cooking. These bottles are super lightweight. They do a good job. Another item I picked up this summer was Dromlite, MSR Dromlite 4 liter. This has been like the perfect size for me on the backpack hunt that I did do for elk. Fill it up to 4 liters, have 2 liters in the pack plus a Powerade. That lasted me about 3 days. There wasn't really a good water source out there, so anyways, 4 liter works out really good for me. I have other Mountain House options, but the 2 meals that are my favorite is breakfast skillet from Mountain House and chicken Alfredo from Peak Refuel. It just seems like supreme, good tasting food, and you can't beat breakfast skillet. So I really enjoy those 2. I think that's it for the cooking stuff. Moving over to the sleep system, I'm going to be doing the Climate Static Deluxe bag. This is a 30-inch wide sleeping pad, super wide, 27 ounce weight. Looking forward to trying this out. I'm going to be running the KSB, the Climate 20 degree bag. I've used this bag, KSB 20, on multiple other hunts. What I really like about it is that you can stretch out your legs. It's not like a confined mummy bag. So I've had good luck with 20 degree bag. And something else my dad picked up for us from Costco is just a down throw. So it's not a quilt, but it's just like a big piece of down, basically, they call it a throw. So it's not really long enough to totally cover you, but I've used it on my backcountry hunts where, like, if I'm not hot starting the night, I'll put it underneath me inside the sleeping bag, and then if I get cold kind of towards the morning time, I'll put it over me or wrap around me. It's a great option to keep you warm. I don't think I'm going to need it in Arizona, but we'll have it in the truck in case, we're camping at the truck and need a little extra warmth. I mean, super lightweight. You could keep it in your backpack and just keep it in case you got cold on the mountain or had to sleep on the mountain. This would keep you warm. So lightweight option. For shelter, I'm going to be running this DST tarp. This is from Seek Outside. I've never done like a floorless shelter before, and I tried it this summer. Used it on 3 different hunts, and it was awesome. We just added it to the shop not too long ago. You can use a trekking pole or a stick for basically the center post and guy it out, and it's going to keep you protected. There's enough room for 2 people. I throw in just a little ground protection, a little piece of plastic that's cut out just enough for me, and it does great. It comes with stakes and seam sealant. It's only 19.5 ounces with a stuff sack, and this is way better than packing a big tent inside your backpack. So this will be, if we do end up backpacking in, this will be what we'll use for shelter. Otherwise, we're going to sleep just on the back of the truck, or if we do have weather, I do have a Marmot Tunsten 3-person tent. It's like 5 pounds, 15 ounces. Really good luck with that shelter, but if it's not going to be moisture or anything, then we're just going to sleep in the back of the truck. Again, for sleep system, I have a Sea to Summit Aeros pillow. I've been trying it at the house. I want to make sure it's going to be comfortable for me when I go out there, and I've had good luck with it. I've been able to sleep well with it, so I'm looking forward to using this out there. Kind of moving into optics. Nice component that I do run is the Thermarest Z-Seat. This is not my current one. The one that I have is at the house and somehow it's lost, and we're trying to find it today. So I'm leaving tonight for this hunt. But I just want to be able to show you guys what this looks like. It's 2-tone color, little pad. You can use it, double it up to sit on, to glass on. I like using it for when I got to change my boots out, so I'm not standing on the ground. You can use it if you got to get out and do anything outside of your tent in the middle of the night. I've used mine all summer, and it's been a great add. Keeps me a little less sore from glassing all day. I definitely recommend it. The price point is really good on these. To the side. Moving over to optics and kind of optics gear. Run a marsupial bino harness, and really like this. This is the updated version. Super easy operation. What I like about it is it has a pocket on the backside, so phone scope, you can easily have your phone in there, and if you're on your spotter, you can take it off and put it on super easily. So been running a phone scope this year, really like it. Have a radio pouch. We have this Midland GXT radios, so we can communicate. And then rangefinder, have a Vortex 1500. And then for the lanyard, it's a FHF long lanyard. It's on the fence if I wanted a long or short, and this is the long version, and it's good. I think the short might be maybe a little bit tighter, but it probably still work just fine. For binos, I'm running Zeiss Victory SFs, 10x42s. These are super crisp, best glass that I've had yet, and they've done a great job for me. Also have a just micro fiber cloth in here for cleaning the lens of any of the stuff as I need to. And then I have the little rain cover for a whole bino pack if we get like a crazy downpour. They're still going to be pretty protected inside the case, but it's just another good option. So very comfortable. I like marsupial quite a bit. For another set of optics are some loophole. These are BX5 Santium 15x56s, and these are amazing on a tripod. So I've never ran any kind of glass, well, I never ran binos on a tripod until this year. So with the LEKI Stabilite, you can put this on a tripod, wrap it on over, you can glass, and it's magical. How much more stable it is. So typically I will just have this on the binos all the time. And then I'll have a plate on here. I'll have a long plate that'll go on the tripod because I'm constantly switching back and forth between the 15s and the spotter. So be running those, and even if we're hiking in for one night, I'll still carry these. For a spotter, we have Zeiss Gavia. So this is 85 objective lens. It's 30x60 power. Has a little bit of sunshade there. Been running this all year, and it's been really good for me. I don't find that I have to zoom in all the way very often. It still has decent light capture, even when it's zoomed in all the way. I mean, high quality glass. It is heavier, but it's quality. For a tripod, I'm just running a Vortex carbon fiber tripod. Nothing fancy. It does a good job for me. Haven't had any issues with it, and works good. For additional accessory, wind indicator. For additional gear, so I try to film as much as I can when I'm hunting, and so I run a Panasonic FC300. This is a bridge style camera, so it's not a DSLR where you have extra lenses and all that kind of stuff. This is more of just run and gun, point and shoot. So I can hand this to my dad. He can film, I can film, and that's the main reason why I went with this instead of like a DSLR. DSLR is going to be a little crisp. It will be crisper, and you get a little bit higher quality, but this is still a great camera with 2.8 aperture, 24 optical zoom. So I mean that'll get right in on some stuff. And I got a Rode mic micro on the top. So it's been very good for me. I do have a Peak Designs clip on this. I'll show you how that works once I get the backpack. And kind of some different stuff you wouldn't normally think about taking on a hunt, but I have an inverter. So when we're driving down the road, I can plug this in, have a extra battery, charger and battery for my camera. I can be charging that. Have the charger for the radios, charge computer, whatever I need. And this is a great ad for your hunt trip. So I run those. That kind of covers it for optics. For backpack, I'm running the Metcalf. This is kind of cinched down right now. Use this all year. Multiple trips on this. Used it on multiple backcountry hunts. I've got 3.5 days out of it, and it's worked really well for me. So on the Metcalf, this lid is removable. If you're wanting to cut weight and just put everything inside the big pocket, you can, and just leave this at home or leave this in the truck. But when you do want to get it back on there, it's super easy to put back on. The cool thing is, I got these straps on the inside that will keep it tight if I want it to be tight there, and then strap it on the outside, and it's good to go. But it really does have a lot of capacity. You just open this up for you. So if you had a ton of stuff, I mean, sleeping bag, like a big pillow, whatever, you could go pretty high, and then you can loosen all these straps so the lid can be up high as well. You can tighten the sides down if you want to get to your stuff on the side. You can get in from the side. It's been super handy, fairly lightweight, and it does great. Definitely recommend the Metcalf. All right, so I'm going to show you how the Peak Designs plate works on this. So it has a little clip here. I'll just lock in. So before I was carrying a camera, carrying a bow, had my binoculars in the middle, just constantly stuffing my hands. So this makes it so it's totally out of the way. I still got to make sure it's not totally getting banged up with brush. But when I need it, just push the button, pull it out, and film. So this is probably one of the biggest game changers I've had for actually filming my hunts and stuff. So I recommend getting a Peak Designs clip. In my belt pocket, I always carry extra plates that I'm going to be using. Matches, just allergy medicine, more allergy medicine, ibuprofen, Tylenol, that kind of stuff. You have a tick remover, and then for that, the only downfall to the little plate, the quick release, is that you have to use a tool to get it off this. So otherwise, you know, it's not the best part, but like any kind of candy, any kind of sugar, anything I want to have on the side, I'll have right here. Skittles, whatever I need right off the side. I'm going to be carrying my bullets, extra bullets in there as well. I mean, I could put them on a belt, but I think I'll just stick them inside there. So Metcalf has done well. I have a lid right here. This is just kind of the tightened up version. But for the lid, that's where I'll put like my headlamp, my lantern, Kleenex, toilet paper, any of the stuff I need to access right away, it's on the lid. So I can't say enough good things about the Metcalf. It's super versatile. You can use it for a day pack. You can use it for multiple overnight camps. It does good. And I run a carabiner for my goHUNT Now gene. So I'll put some kind of drink mix in here and just hang it so I'll have that in the morning or whenever I need that. All right, so for the rifle, this is the Browning Hell's Canyon Speed X-Bolt. It's a 7mm 08. I've been shooting this quite a bit this summer. I reload, so I have reloads dialed in. It has a muzzle brake. It is loud, so I'm gonna have my hearing protection. I have multiple of these in my pack and just make sure I have them with me when it's time. I am running the Harris bipod and Quake Sling. This is the original, the Claw Quake Sling. Looking forward to using that. I also do have a longer bipod, 27-inch, if I need it for like a more sitting up shot. For scope, I got the Leupold VX5 HD, and then I have a Caldwell 27-inch bipod as well. In case I need to do kind of like any kind of further shots, so that'll give me some extra length if I need it. All right, so for bullets, I've been reloading my own bullets. These are Hornady Interlock Boltel Spider Point 139 grain bullets. They've been shooting well, been grouping well. And I have these plus what's inside here, so I got 27 total. That's a lot of bullets. Hopefully I only need one, but if I do fall, this bumps, anything happens, I can go shoot it and really dial it in. So that's why you want to have extra bullets when you go down there. All right, so that is the gear list that I'll be taking into Arizona, planning on 6 days, mostly truck base camping with the option to backpack in. If you have any questions or comments on any kind of gear or why I'm doing the way I'm doing, definitely drop them in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have awesome content coming up all the time, and we appreciate the support. Thanks for watching.